All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Martinsville Speedway. It's the paperclip. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We've got a great race for you tonight. It's the Buschwackers series. It's some short track, and it's Martinsville. That's right, it's the paperclip, the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers series, race number 7. And it's a short track. 150 laps here tonight, some paint swapping, some fender rubbing, some timbers flaring. Who knows who's going to come out on top? You're going to have to tune in and find out right here on TurnLeftTV. Some classic short track action headed your way here in the Buschwackers series. It's Martinsville. It's live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in and checking out TurnLeftTV. We got a great one for you here tonight. Right now, we are in the practice session here at Martinsville. We've got 19 drivers, it looks like, have joined us here for the race. Probably going to have a few more as well. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. And again, this is High Octane Racing League Buschwackers series here at Martinsville Speedway. 150 laps here tonight. I'm your commentator, the broadcaster, the owner, the operator, Heath Johnson. And this is the Buschwackers series, a very storied series here at High Octane Racing League. This thing has been in business for just a little over 20 years. So we're carrying on the tradition the right way, right here, High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody out there. Hey man, I got my first COVID vaccine today. I've crossed the bridge. Well, I'm halfway there. I got one more to go and I'm across the bridge, right? Until next year. But hey, thanks for coming in. Peace to everybody out there. Hope everybody's being safe, being kind to one another, and enjoying life as much as they can. Man, I'm on fire right now, aren't I? What's going on up here? But hey, thanks for coming in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And again, hope everybody's having a good start to their weekend. And we've got some great racing headed your way this weekend, man. Starting off right with the Buschwackers series here at Martinsville Speedway. Some short track action. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, please click on that link up in the banner of the channel to make a donation straight through PayPal. Please share my videos with all your friends, and do not forget to hit that thumbs up button. I love that stuff. And I've already got some friends in here chatting, man. John Messer in here, Paul Brown. Good luck to him tonight. Doing a little racing there in memory of Lauren Stoppelworth. Paulo Chachalowski, Team Chacha. I got to do some work for him, I think, this weekend on Rockingham Speedway, so we can get that out to you, and you guys are going to be able to race that in rFactor 2 as well pretty soon. So man, Paulo really doing some amazing work and converting some tracks over and getting those things going for us. So kudos to him. Boa noche, my friend. We've got a great race here in store for you. Thanks again for joining us, and we are going to get going. Got about 4 minutes left here in the practice session before we get this thing to qualifications. We'll take a look at the season standings coming into tonight. Sean Jacobs there, 157 points, tied with Todd Robillard, Paul Brown, Ed Palumbo. So we have a rule this season where we drop the 2 lowest races and figure the points that way. So that's why you see those guys all tied there. And Colin Madiak in 5th. Mark Vieira is 6th. Tim Lansbury, Lucas Senforner tied for the 7th position. John Stanley is 9th. Preston Hassel in the 10th position. So those are the point standings coming into tonight's race. Take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Of course, tonight, Martinsville Speedway. And next week, we'll have Riverside International, a little road course for you. That's going to be an interesting one. That's a fun track, man. One, I think it's perfect for stock cars. So should be a great one. Phoenix coming up on March the 19th. And then finishing out the season the right way, at home for me, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's right, the crown jewel of motorsports, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, on March the 26th. Well, we have a great weekend ahead of racing, full weekend of racing coming at your way. And tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be back at it with the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series, 50-minute race from Curitiba. What a great track this is, man. I say this a lot about a lot of tracks, but I'll tell you what, I got out here on this track and just fell in love with it. This is a good one for GT3 racing. Going to be given a little different feel here, man. It's not real technical, and you're going to see some very tight racing here in the GT3 series tomorrow at 3 p.m. So Curitiba, great Brazilian road course, famous primarily for the Brazilian stock cars competing here. So, and I think it's perfect. I have this car, one of the GT3 cars. I think I have the Ferrari out on this track, and I really like it. So we'll put this on the schedule, and I think guys are going to like it as well. So that's coming up tomorrow night. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. And then we're going to get back at it, man. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time, the Cup cars will be at Phoenix. 200 laps in the Saturday Night Thunder. Race number 4 of the season. And, of course, that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This Cup series has taken off like gangbusters, man. So expect a big field. Great track. Phoenix International is a fantastic track, and these Cup cars are very good. So that's coming up tomorrow. 2 more races this weekend headed your way. We'll take a look at the track here at Martinsville. We call this the paperclip. And a little over half a mile in length, 4 turns, of course, if you want to call those 4 turns. I think it's big, 2 big continuous turns. Banking in the turns at 12 degrees, so not much there, but you got that concrete lane and a half there on the inside, and you got the curb as well you got to deal with. So Martinsville, they call this the paperclip. And classic short track. You're a lot of speed down the straights, but then you got to really be patient, hard on the brakes, and be patient around the turns, and get yourself a good exit and good launch off the turns down the straightaways. So this is Martinsville Speedway. This is tonight here in the Buschwackers series. And I think we'll be going to qualifications here very shortly. It does look like that's the case. So right now, 20 drivers. Take a look at the session results here in the practice session. Jim Willis top time there in the 53 car, 18.394. Romulus Civietta is second. Arthur Vieta is third. Preston Hassel fourth. Todd Robillard fifth in practice. Colin Madiak sixth. Lucas Senforner seventh in practice. Jesus Iglesias eighth. Ed Palumbo ninth. Reese Canaday rounding out the top 10 in practice. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. So this is a great server for us, and definitely want to send a shout out to Will and all his work on the servers and getting those set up at EliteHostingUSA.com. We got guys from all around the world that connect to these servers and race with us, and we have solid connections. So 3 packages there, self-managed packages available if you're interested in an rFactor 2 server. Please give EliteHostingUSA.com a look, and then also let them know that TurnLeftTV sent you. And also don't forget about ZiaComics.com. They are your nerd headquarters. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. All things comic. That's ZiaComics.com. HighOctaneRacing.net. Please give us a look over there. We got the standings, easy access to the standings, quick link to TurnLeftTV. You can also see what the guys are running throughout the week, and that rFactor 2 times will give you some live timing there, so get an idea of where you stand if you're interested in joining in and running some laps. Take a look at the 15 car here. This is Ramiro Silviera as he makes his qualification attempt. Right now, Colin Madiak, 18.606 is the top time here. So it looks like Lucas Senforner is the top time here so far, 18.513, and I think we can still got one car out here on the track. That's the 6X of Johan Tavares. So it does look like Lucas Senforner will be the pole sitter. Todd Robillard second, Jim Willis third, Artur Vieta fourth, Colin Madiak fifth. So congratulations to the 21 car, Lucas Senforner, on capturing pole position here and starting in P1 tonight. We'll take a look at our side-by-side and see if that's working all right. Looks like it is. All right, man. That's awesome. I like when things are working correctly. Always appreciate that. And again, thanks for coming in. Peace to everybody out there. We got Heather D joining us in here. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Buon noche, my friend. Good luck to him tonight. And again, John Messer, Paulo Chachalowski, Paul Brown joining us in here so far. And again, thanks for coming in. If you'd like to get a hold of me, there are a couple Discord addresses right there. And then also, if you'd like to join our Discord on High Octane Racing League, it's right there as I run my hand in front of my face. Also, I'd like to say that you can also go down into the description of this race and get the link for the Elite Hosting USA. and then also please visit the Fanatec website if you're interested in purchasing a wheel and pedals. You're in the market for that. Please give those guys a look. If you decide to purchase something through them, please use my link that's down in the description of this channel. That would help me out. And I want to say thanks so much to all those folks who have visited the website, but also who've also purchased stuff through them. Definitely track that and take a look at that. But thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You guys are so nice and so supportive of TurnLeftTV. And I'm honored that anybody would come here and watch races, let alone support me to a greater extent. So again, thank you for coming in, and we've got a good race here for you tonight. Hopefully we put on a good show for you, as always. Right now, these guys are in the drivers' meeting. 21 drivers here joining us tonight. So far, we might have another one or two joining us here fairly soon. I think my buddy Givaldo Linares was in here as well too. I saw him chatting it up here. He was in here early. Well, who won the race last week? I don't know, man. That was a week ago. How am I supposed to know? Well, I'll tell you what. We just call it up on YouTube and we take a look. Paul Brown. How about this, man? This was a big win for Paul Brown. We had our longtime friend, Lauren Stopworth, very good friend, very good racing buddy, pass away. And Paul Brown drove his car to victory. And what an emotional night that was last week. And I'll tell you what, tons of emotions that night. And what a great testament, great tribute to the 41, Lauren Stopworth, and Paul Brown came away with the win. So that was awesome to see in a car that I painted for Lauren, as a matter of fact. So that was pretty cool. But again, we definitely miss Lauren, and he's definitely in our thoughts. And if you still look up here on the top of the channel there at the broadcast, you'll see the number 41 next to the logo, TurnLeftTV logo. So we're going to be supporting that for quite a while here. So congratulations to Paul Brown and taking that car home to victory lane. What a timely and well-deserved victory, emotional victory last week for him. Again, we'll take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Next week's 50 laps at Riverside International. Actually, I think we'll probably end up doing 30 laps here. Somebody was complaining about that race length there, so I might have to knock that down. But we're going to be at Riverside Road Course there on March the 12th. Phoenix International, 120 laps there on March the 19th. And we're going to finish out the season 70-lap race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard, on March the 26th. And again, tomorrow night, we will be at Phoenix International, 200 laps, race number 4. The Saturday Night Thunder headed your way, man. The Cup cars will be out at Phoenix. This is a great track, man. Very, very fun track. One you got to drive. One doesn't really drive as much like a short track. It's kind of a short track, but it's little, just a tad bit over a mile in length. And I tell you, man, it's a tough one. It's a lot of fun. You got that extra dog leg there that on the backstretch that really makes things interesting, and expect some great racing tomorrow. Be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, the Saturday Night Thunder. So we'll take a look at the qualification results. Lucas Senforner qualifies in P1 with an 18.513. Todd Robillard is P2 in the 90 car. Jim Willis will start outside row 2, or excuse me, inside row 2. Arctic Vieta will start outside row 2. We see Kyle Matiak will start in the 5th position. In the 13 car, Ed Palumbo will start 6th in the 54. Zach Munkasey will start in the 29 car in the 7th position. Reese Kennedy in the 80 will start in 8th position. Romulo Silveira starts in the 9th position in that 15 car. Jesus Iglesias in the 2X will start in the 10th position. In the 11th position will be Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91. Sean Jacobs in the 24 will start in the 12th position. Preston Hassel in the 27 car. That AMD sponsored machine will start in 13th. John Stanley in the 12 car. The Stanley Tools sponsored machine will start in the 14th position. In 15th is Tim Lansbury in the 82. Johan Tavares starts in the 6X car in the 16th position. Givaldo Spindola in the 68 will start in 17th. Thiago Gomez starts in the 7X car in the 18th position. Christian Wilson, welcome to him tonight. 5X, his first race out, starts in the 19th position. David Kerr, we've raced a lot of laps with him in the Road Course Series, GT3 Series, Indy cars. He starts in the 20th position in the 9X machine. And in 21st is Gilmar Peixoto in the 3X machine and in the 21st position. So getting some chat going on in here. It looks like, again, Heather joining us, Claudio Bardelli Jr., John Messer, Paulo Chachalowski, Team Cha-Cha. Paul Brown joining us. Scott joining us in here says, thanks a lot for all your support for Lauren. I've known him since we were 6 years old. Very humbled about this. And again, thank you so much. Scott, I want to say thank you for letting me know what was going on. And you know what, knowing that our hearts go out to you and your close family and people that knew Lauren and so forth, and we just cannot express how much we love Lauren and how much we miss him. And so again, thank you for doing all that you do, and hopefully you can come in and tune in with us. Let us know if there's anything we can do to help you guys. John Messer joining us in here, Jim Willis as well, joining us in the chat session. So good luck to those guys here tonight. Jim Willis tonight here, he's going to be racing with us, so good luck to him. John Messer says, greatest night ever, Heath. Great job. Thank you so much. That was an emotional night for me, man. I was in tears. Lauren was a character, man. He really was. He was a man of kind of few words. Always, never really a bad thing to say about anybody. Kind racer. He was just like, man, let's just get out and race. He's wanting to race for a win, but he's not going to, do something where it's going to, hurt a relationship, that type of thing. That's just the way he was, man. He was just a kind of a low-key, even-keeled dude that we can all take a lot and learn from. Really can. We all, I think, could use a little bit of that in our lives. Lauren just did not seem to let anything get to him, and that is a great, characteristic to have, I think. So we've got just under 7 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. So guys are going to try to get some pit stops in, try to get this thing dialed in as well. Not much you can do here with a fixed setup race here, but man, these guys are going to have to get used to driving in traffic and driving around folks that they may not know here very well. So we're on board here with Reese Kennedy and see some guys firing up those tires in the turns already. So here in the warm-up session, little contact right there between the 80 and the 7X as well, leaning on each other a little bit. We might see a lot of that here tonight. Take a look at David Kerr here in the 9X machine. He's going to get a trial by fire tonight. I'm not sure how familiar he is with racing short tracks and stock cars, but I'm going to assume not as much as he does with the GT3 cars and the road course stuff. So trial by fire tonight for David Kerr, good buddy of ours, races a lot of laps here at HORL. Take a look at Colin Madiak here in the new paint scheme, the 13 car. One of our young guns here from Ohio. This guy can flat out just make any car competitive, man. I mean, Indy cars, GT3 cars, gets out here and runs the stock cars too, and he is always a factor to win the race. So keep your eye on that 13 car here tonight. Another one of our young guns, 17-year-old driver, the 21, as you see him making a pit stop here, Lucas Senforner, in a Flex Seal-sponsored Ford Mustang. Another one of those guys we're going to keep our eye on here. How about this, 27, Preston Hassel, racing a little injured here tonight. Said he had, I think he had a wisdom tooth pulled, so he's on a little bit of medication. We won't tell race control. So 27 of AMD-sponsored Ford Mustang out here tonight. Right now, 6th in the warm-up session. Get a little lock-up there. We got somebody joining the server. Now 21 drivers joining us. 90 and Todd Robillard here laying some fender on somebody right now. A little bumper tag here saying, hey, man, it's time to get out of the way. Look at that, man. That's the way it's going to be all night long, man. You're going to have to learn to race in traffic here tonight with 21 drivers here. Hopefully we have a good, clean race. Looking at Preston Hassel and Colin Madiak side by side. Reese Kennedy back there as well. 4 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. Place to be here on a Friday night. Stock cars, man. Got 21 drivers joining us tonight. Wouldn't it be great if we had a nice caution-free race and we get a lot of green flag racing, a lot of get green flag pit stops in. Look at this, man. This is just a mess right now. See a 6X in this mix as well. There, 13 getting into Preston Hassel. Right there. Take a look at that here. We'll see. Watch this 13 car. He's going to get down on the curb, I think, and he might end up getting into Preston Hassel here coming into the right there. He gets on that curb and then gets up into the 27 car, so we may see a little bit of that tonight. About 3 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. Don't forget, at 3 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, we'll be right back at it for a great series. High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. Curitiba. We're going down to Brazil, man. They canceled Carnival this year. I don't know what it was. Maybe, I don't know, COVID? Yeah, they canceled Carnival, so we're going to go head to the track here at Curitiba just to go a little bit further south down to Curitiba and have a great race here in the GT3 Series. These guys, I think, are excited about this track. Most of them have not been on this track before we threw it up here for practice. And it's going to be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series here on TurnLeftTV. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is liking that, man. He's liking that idea of Curitiba. I think, I really think somebody suggested that to me. I've been on Brasilia before, and I really like that. In Automobilista, they have the exterior circuit for Brasilia, which is basically a square. And it is a lot of fun, man. It really was, and I had a blast with it. I've actually got that. I've got that track, and I had a lot of fun with it. And GT3 cars, Brazilian stock cars, you name it. hadn't planned on it. So we are getting ready to kick it over to race here pretty soon. So thanks so much for joining us. And hopefully we bring you a good race here, good caution-free race. All right, boys and girls, here we go. It's Martinsville Speedway here in the Buschwackers series. 150 laps from this short track. Man, you better be up on the wheel. You better not close your eyes. You better make sure that you are aware of all of the drivers around you, man. Things can happen in a hurry at this track. So 21 drivers here joining us tonight. 20 drivers, it looks like, actually. There might be somebody to rejoin here real quick.
Non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
A lot of soul.
All right, boys and girls, here we go. All right, starting order, Lucas Senforner, 21, starts in P1. Todd Robillard starts second. Jim Willis is third. Artur Fieta starts in the 4th position. Colin Madiak in the 13 starts 5th. Ed Palumbo in the 54 is 6th. Zach Munkasey starts in the 7th position, and Reese Kennedy in the 80 starts in 8th. In 9th is Ramiro Silviera. Jesus Iglesias starts in 10th. Sean Jacobs will start in the 11th position. Preston Hassel will start 12th. In 13th will be John Stanley. Tim Lansbury will start in the 14th position. Johan Tavares starts in 15th. Givaldo Spindola starts in the 16th position. In 17th is Tiago Gomez. Christian Wilson starts in the 18th position. David Kerr will start 19th. Gilmar Peixoto will start in the 20th position. All right, boys and girls, this is going to get wild here, so hang on. Hopefully everybody behaves themselves here and starts getting racy so we get this thing dialed in. Here we go. Lucas Senforner is the pole setter here. He's going to start in P1. On the inside line of the 21, Todd Robillard in the 90 will start on the outside line. So here we go, boys and girls. Martinsville Speedway, the paperclip.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go short track racing, boys.
Into turn 1 here, side by side. Looks like 21 actually gets darts out there in front. 21, Lucas Senforner is the race leader. The 90 of Todd Robillard in second. This guy's running away there just a little bit. Jim Willis in the 3rd position. We'll take a look at Jim Willis here in the 53. Artur Fieta just behind him in the 4 car. Jim Willis in that 53 car running in the 3rd position. Artur Fieta 4th. Ed Palumbo is in 5th. Colin Madiak in the 6th position.
Yellow, yellow,
We
yellow.
got a yellow flag here early on. Yellow flag. Not sure what went on there, but we got a yellow flag here on lap 4. The 21 Lucas Senforner will take that caution flag. Take a look and see what happened. We'll take a look here at Christian Wilson. Looks like something happened to him. He might have come around there, got into the wall. Oh, the 7X got into the back of him. Looks like Christian Wilson had gotten into the wall there, and then the 7X got into the back of him. Tiago Gomez got into the back of him right there. Tiago carrying a heck of a lot of speed right here. So this Christian had gotten into the wall. Tiago had a head of steam, got into the back of him. And those guys spun, so looks like not too bad. Looks like Tiago might have so it looked like right there so it looked like Tiago Gomez and Christian Wilson got together there. Looks like a couple guys here have had some connection issues, unfortunately. A little tough break there for them. Tiago Gomez, we've had a couple guys here bail out here, so down to 17 drivers here early on. So some of these guys here from, looks like a lot of guys here. Gomez, Peixoto, Bardelli Jr., all those guys coming in from Brazil. Tavares, I think he's from the Caribbean. All right, Lucas Senforner, the race leader. Todd Robillard second. Jim Willis is in third. Artivieta fourth.
It'll be one to go this time, bud.
All right, looks like Luca has elected to go down to that bottom line there. So a little bit of a funky start there. Looks like had some issues there with some guys and connection issues, but nonetheless, it looked like Christian Wilson had made a little bit of contact with the wall. Tiago Gomez in his 7X got into the back of him and got a little bit of damage there. Said something about a connection issue, and he retired his machine. Pace car is in. Here we go, getting ready to go back green here on lap 8. 21, Lucas Senforner in a Flex Seal sponsored Mustang, leading the field on the inside line.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green. Here we go. This bad boy going here. These guys, I think, just going to try to get this thing sort of wound up here a little bit, get these tires working here for them, and get some good racing going on. So here we go. Good side-by-side here. Artivieta and Jim Willis there. These guys getting after it. Artivieta up on that outside line, that 4-car. Now taking over the third position. Jim Willis now back to fourth. Artivieta there, an expert on that outside line. So looks like David Kerr might have come around here. A little bit of a challenge here for these guys a little bit here, so maybe they don't know they're actually being watched here on YouTube. So Luca taking the caution here. Well, I tell you what, man, we look at that caution right there. It's so hard to make that determination. What's going on here? So it does look like a lot of these Brazilian guys tonight have had some troubles here with their connection. Givaldo Linares also said something about his internet's offline too. So that's a tough break for those. I mean, Givaldo's actually in here watching the race, not in the server here. So I think there may be some issues with the connections from Brazil right now, because we've had some guys. Looks like they've had some issues.
It'll be 1 to go this time, bud.
All right, we gotta get this bad boy going here, man. We haven't really been able to get after it here. Really been able to get after it. 2 caution flags here. Hopefully we'll get things dialed in. We've had caution-free races here at Martinsville before, and here in the Buschwackers series. So we've got a lot of new drivers out, and it looks like we do have some connection issues with the Brazilian drivers here tonight. Had kind of a rash of those guys having some trouble. Christian Wilson also looked like he may have had a connection as well. Connection issue. So not normal. That's been a massive update here with
Green flag, go, go, go.
Studio 397. All right, back out of here. Guys, hopefully getting after it here. Oh, that Ford diving into the turn there of Artevieta here, diving in. '21 of Lucas Senforner pulling out the lead here, and we got some good side-by-side racing back here. Look at this, Zach Moncasey, 15, 20, 29 and the 15 racing together there. Ramiro Silviera at 15, 54 and the 13 getting together. We haven't seen that one before. For Ed Palumbo in that metal yellow sponsor machine down there on that inside, trying to protect that spot just out of the back of his car. We got a good race right there. Ramiro Silviera and Zach Moncasey, a couple Toyotas getting after it right now. Silviera in that 15 car down on the inside line. Zach Moncasey up on the outside line in this 29 car. Good side by side there. Preston Hassel back there as well. So it looks like Silviera is going to try to pull ahead here just a little bit on Zach Moncasey. And I tell you that Preston Hassel's in this mix too. 27 Preston Hassel and Zach Moncasey here getting after it on board here with Preston Hassel into that inside line. And Zach Moncasey up on the 29 car. These guys are getting after it here. 29, they're going to win that fight right now. Holds the 27 car off. 24, Sean Jacobs in this mix as well. He's running in the 10th position. So these guys are getting after it. Maybe get these connection issues out of the way. And looks like Tim Lansbury in this mix too. 82, Tim Lansbury. That Skyline Chili Ford Mustang right now running in the 11th position. Just behind him is the 12 of John Stanley. Reese Kennedy here trying to make some moves. Down in this inside line, looks like David Kerr up on the outside line, and Reese Kennedy in the 80 car here going to make this pass on the 9X. Now moves up to the 14th position. Go back up here with our race leader, Lucas Senforner, in the 21 car. So the 90 of Todd Robillard running in the 2nd position. Artevieta is 3rd. Jim Willis running in the 4th position. So look at Todd Robillard in this 90 car. And this is one of these tracks here where I think he does pretty darn well. He likes these tracks where you have to really get up on the wheel and drive. So keep your eye on that Napa sponsor number 90, Todd Robillard here. He is starting to close in on this 21 car and put a little pressure on him. Artevieta also one of those favorites here tonight. He's running in the 3rd position in that 4 car, one of our NASCAR BR drivers. On board here with him, as you see the 90 here starting to choose a little bit different line through the center of that turn, and see if he can't find something to Lucas Senforner. They're trying to counter that move by going down to that bottom line. That puts Todd Robillard up on the outside line here, so that's got a good side-by-side battle brewing between Senforner and Todd Robillard. This is for the race lead. The 90, Todd Robillard says, that's fine, you're going to give me that outside line, I'm going to take it. And Todd Robillard here now jumping out to the race lead. He pulls off that pass here, so now we got a new race leader, and that is the 90 of our Rhode Island drivers. Number 90 of Todd Robillard, 21 Lucas Senforner back to the second position. Jesus Iglesias and John Stanley here getting after it. 2X, Jesus Iglesias down the bottom line, 12 John Stanley up on that outside line. Looks like John Stanley going to fall back to the 13th position as Jesus Iglesias pulling off that pass. Todd Robillard here showing some muscle. He's starting to run away here a little bit, opening up a gap, almost 8/10 of a second lead on our second place car, Lucas Senforner. Got Colin Matiak here running in the fifth position. One of those guys that really likes to get after it, man. A 13. Very young gun, 16-year-old driver from Ohio. He is all over the back of Jim Willis right now. At 53. That number 53 there, Jim Willis running in the fourth position, and Colin Matiak there getting in the back of him a little bit, letting him know he's there. So this battle right here heating up. Matiak looks like he might be a little bit faster in the entrance of the turn. He scrubs off a little bit of speed. Now he's got to run here down the back. So Jim Willis here, he might end up giving up a position here. We'll take a look. 53 and 13. 13 not able to pull off that pass. 53 holds him off. But I tell you what, 13 being a little patient here. See the 4 of Artivieta up there as well. John Stanley here trying to make a move. Jesus Iglesias had gotten around John Stanley in the 12 car here, getting around that 82, Tim Lansbury. Reese Kennedy looks like he might end up making this pass too, looking out of the back of John Stanley's machine. At Reese Kennedy down on the inside line, he's going to get by Tim Lansbury. Lansbury now back to the 14th position. Matiak here still working on Jim Willis. He's down to the bottom side here. Matiak in that 13 car touches that curb. He now pulls off that pass. Jim Willis now back to fifth as Colin Matiak sets his sights on the 4 car. So he's up to the 4th position. These guys here starting to get some good green flag laps in. And now Matiak here working on that 4 car. Artivieta in the 4, trying to hold him off. Meanwhile, we've got Romulo Silvietta in the 15 to 54 of Ed Palumbo. This is for the 6th position. Silvietta down on the inside. Oh, they're swapping some paint right there. Oh, and Palumbo laying into the back of him there a little bit. These guys getting after it right now. I tell you what, man, that is a hornet's nest you do not want to poke right there. The 54 at Palumbo. Oh, he gets loose. He gets loose. That got chippy. We'll take a look at that. That's a little bit of a replay right here as a 15. Down the inside, he drifts up. He touches this curb right here, and he drifts up, and he gets into the 54. And the 54 says, fine, I'm going to get into the back of you, let you know I'm here, try to get that spot back. Kind of hooks him a little bit right there. And then these guys get in. They're going to get together again here. Oh, Ed Palumbo giving him another little love tap right there. He says, my yellow is not so mellow. I ruined that joke, didn't I? Oh, man. That's getting after it. How about this? 13 and the 4 getting after it. 13, Colin Matiak down on the inside line, drifting up there a little bit. The 4 of Artivieta gives him a little bit of room. Jim Willis, he's going to try to sneak through. Colin Matiak, he wants to sneak through here. On board here with Artivieta. He's on this outside line trying to make it work as Colin Matiak gets by. And Artivieta going to hold on to that spot. But now back to the 4th position. It's Colin Matiak moving up to 3rd. My heavens, man. I tell you what, Ed Palumbo and Romulo Silvietta just flat out got after it, man. 82, Tim Lansbury working his way up here. He's, I think Reese Kennedy might be on pit lane if I'm not mistaken. Reese Kennedy, he might have had some trouble here. He's dropped back a little bit. Oh, there he is right there. Running in the 13th position, Tim Lansbury. Right there, Tim Lansbury having some trouble with that turn, and Reese Kennedy trying to get by. And this is tightening up here, man, as we got lap traffic now. Take a look at 21, Lucas Senforner running in the second position. That 9X machine up high. David Kerr up high here now, 1 lap down in the 9X machine. So he's up out of the way. We'll take a look on board here with David Kerr. As he's up in that outside groove, he's letting these guys go by, getting that blue flag. So realize he's got to get up on that outside line and let these guys go by. Romulo Silvietto starting to move up the grid here at 15. Jim Willis might end up getting blocked in here. 15 gets by. Jim Willis losing another position. Now down back to the 6th spot. Romulo Silvietto in that 15. He and Ed Palumbo got together a little bit ago, and now he's opened up a little bit of a gap there trying to get away. Where Ed Palumbo rubs a little yellow back on that machine. So the 15 system of the down sponsored Toyota. Romulo Silvietto now up to the 5th position. Then this Reese Kennedy in the 80 car. Trying to get around. Oh, man. Jesus Iglesias. Jesus Iglesias in that 2X. He missed that turn. And Reese Kennedy there to pounce. Watch this, man. On board here with Reese Kennedy. He's going to see a lot of white smoke right there. As he gets by. And Jesus tucks in. Wins back in. But, man, I'll tell you what. He's using that right side up pretty badly. A little bit more lap traffic here. You see Preston Hassel here making his move, trying to get around the lap traffic, the 9X machine. Sean Jacobs in this mix. Sean running in the 10th position. That's about where he, where he started in the 24. Preston Hassel sideways right there. Preston Hassel is sideways around that turn as Sean Jacobs trying to make that pass. And I'll tell you what, Preston almost spun that car out. He did a great job holding on to it. 27 and the 24 here battling for position. 27, Preston Hassel running in 9th. Sean Jacobs in the 24 running in the 10th position. Take a look at Todd Robillard here. Got a 1-second lead over Lucas Senforner, who is now in the is in the 2nd position. Colin Matiak is 3rd. I think we're going to start seeing some pit stops happening here very soon. Jesus Iglesias on pit lane, I believe. So Iglesias in the 2X machine making a pit stop here on lap 50. This is what we wanted to see, man. Big, long green flag runs here. We had a couple of caution flags that started off and kind of got that worked out. And now, 100 laps to go. Todd Robillard is the leader. Lucas Senforner is 2nd. Colin Matiak 3rd. Artie Vieta is 4th. Romulo Silvietto running in the 5th position. Jesus Iglesias making that pit stop there. We saw him using up those tires, so you got to think that he's wanting to get some fresh rubber on that, make a few adjustments, and get this car back out on track. So he's going to do an early pit stop here for Iglesias. He might have a bit of damage he's messing with, too. Now looks like he is finished with his pit stop, coming back out on track. So Iglesias back out here. We'll take a look at a side-by-side view. Jesus Iglesias. Todd Robillard, our race leader. Iglesias now running in the 15th position after making pit stop here on lap 53. Don't forget to visit us on Discord. There's the Discord address below. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter at TurnLeftTV. Facebook at TurnLeftTV1. Iglesias coming back down pit lane. He might have gotten a speeding penalty. So the 2X serving a drive-through. Oh my heavens, man. I'll tell you what, this is a track you do not want to have to do a drive-through on. You're going to lose a couple laps here on the drive-through. So Iglesias coming down pit lane, speeding at Martinsville. That is a tough break for Jesus Iglesias. Todd Robillard, the leader here, as a 1.4 second lead, and he's starting to drive off here. We'll see if these guys start reeling him back in. Sean Jacobs here now putting a little pressure on the 29. Zach Munkasey. Sean's gotten around that 27 car. Take a look at that pass there a little bit earlier here. This is 24 getting by that 27. We saw that 27 really slide in the back end of that car around in the turn, and he's going to give up that position. And a little bit later here as Sean Jacobs getting around the 29 of Zach Munkasey. So this 24 Western Auto sponsored Chevy Camaro now moving forward is up to the 8th position. Zach Munkasey, Preston Hassel battling it out as well. Tell you what, man, Colin Matiak here and Romulo Silviata, these guys have a little bit of a disagreement. 15, there's a couple aggressive drivers right there, and they're not afraid to swap some paint with each other. You saw those you saw them leaning on each other a little bit. With 15, Romulo Silviata makes that pass. And Colin Matiak's probably not going to give up on that. So Silviata now up to the 3rd position. He has been fast tonight. Colin Matiak running in the 4th position. Take a look at this. Ed Palumbo and Jim Willis here having a battle. 54 versus the 53. The 54 gets around. Mellow Yellow sponsored Chevy Camaro of Ed Palumbo now in 6th. Jim Willis back to the 7th position. Good run here for Jim Willis running in P7. Take a look at him in the 53 car. About 8 seconds back to the race leader. Preston Hassel here put a little pressure on Zach Munkasey. 27 versus 29. A little Ford versus Toyota, and the Ford going to win that battle here this early here in the race. He makes that pass, and now up to the 9th position, or back to 9th, Preston Hassel. Back up here, Todd Robillard. Got Tim Lansbury, I believe, on pit lane now, taking some service. Might have finished up that pit stop. 9, Zach Munkasey, indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Take a look here, Zach Munkasey in the 29 car on pit lane. Todd Robillard, the race leader. Todd right now 1.3 second lead over Lucas Senforner. The 29, Zach Munkasey making his pit stop here on lap 64. Sean Jacobs here continuing to move forward, now catching up to Jim Willis. This is for the 7th position as Sean Jacobs gets by the 53. And looks like Preston Hassel setting his sights on Jim Willis now. Down on the inside line here, a little Mustang versus Camaro action. As Preston Hassel on the inside and might end up having that position. Back here and take a look at his pass. The 27 getting by the 53 as well. So that 53 late in the run seems to be falling off just a little bit as Preston Hassel trying to regain a few positions. Take a look at here as the 4 of Archiviata here running in the 5th position. Colin Matiak is 4th. Ed Palumbo running in the 6th position. Take a look at on board here with Arthur Vieta running in the 5th position in that 4 car. David Kerr indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane in this 9X machine. I heard him saying he's going to be making a pit stop. Here we'll see as 9X David Kerr in 14th making a pit stop. Todd Robillard here, that lead has diminished. I'll tell you what, man, Lucas Senforner starting to run him down a little bit. So he ran out to a pretty good lead. Luca didn't fight him all too hard, but now that's starting to tighten up a little bit. So that is getting a little racy here. We're taking a look at Todd Robillard in that top left. We're on board with Lucas Senforner on the lower right here. He's running in P2, and you can see the race leader out on the front of his machine. So he's starting to close in. So 71 laps in. Todd's about 1.6 second lead is down to 9/10 of a second here. So as Luca starting to reel him in a little bit, and we know Luca is really good about saving those tires here. Also that fuel strategy stuff for the 21. He's done this time and time again. So keep your eye on P2 here. That lower right screen is Luca Senforner, the 21, and he's starting to run down this 90 car down to 8/10 of a second here. So he is faster. A good little battle here brewing between the 90 and the 21 at the tail end of this green flag run. 72 laps in. Now 70 here on lap 73 is the 90. Todd Robillard leading the field. Senforner in second. Silvietta's worked his way up to the third position. Calamadiak fourth. Artie Vieira is fifth. John Stanley here in the 12 car. Making a pass here on Jim Willis. Oh, we got a car there in the fence, it looked like. A car in the fence. I'm not sure who what was. It looks like the 2X. Might have been in the fence there. Jesus Iglesias made some contact with the fences. Those guys were making that pass. Take a look here again. This is Jesus. He comes off the turn. He just gets loose, and then you see him going across the track as those guys race him for position, and he smacks that inside wall. My heavens, man. Take a look at Reese Kennedy here in the 80 car. He is running in the 9th position right now. Well, a good little run here for that Hooters-sponsored Camaro here in 9th. See that pitting machine just below him. The 9X, they're fresh off pit lane. It's fresh tires. So I think these guys are all going to be coming down pit lane here fairly soon. Todd Robillard is the leader here. Now, I think he's seeing out of the front of his machine some guys here starting to smoke those tires a little bit. Starting to run into some lap traffic there. Somebody's got definitely got something going on there as far as, I don't know if they're burning that tires up coming off the turn or what, but it looks like there's a little bit of flames coming out of the back of that car periodically. So that battle is tight now, man. The 21 has all but run down the 90 car. These guys are going to be battling for the race lead here in the next few laps. Senforner showing some muscle here late in the run. He has got that 90 in his sights. Todd Robillard going to try to hold him off. Can he do it? Get out of the back of Todd Robillard's car at the 90. There's one to get by. Down to the inside there. Todd says, okay, man, I'm going to counter that there, knowing that middle of the lane instead of giving that, going up to the high lane and giving you that bottom side. But it's going to be kind of interesting once these guys start rolling up on this lap traffic here. Except they're not as good off the turn that time. So looking at P1, P2 here. 81 laps in. Senforner there, a little squirrely coming off the turn, so might be heating those tires up a little bit. Right gear coming up, trying to get off the turn here. Let's see. Not too bad on counters here on that one. Todd Robillard indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane this time. So we'll keep an eye on this 90 car as he's making a pit stop, and that's going to give the race lead to Luca Senforner. So the 21 of Luca Senforner here now in P1. I should say back to P1. Todd Robillard and Artie Vieira on pit lane. So Todd making a pit stop here as Luca leading the field. Lucas Senforner. Todd Robillard now diving into his pit stall there. Taking some service. That was a fairly quick pit stop, I think, for the 90. Comes back out on track. Now in the 4th position. Really pretty good deal for him. I don't know whether he just did a dash here or what the deal was with that. Ed Palumbo now on pit lane, it looks like, as well. Take a look at Ed Palumbo here making a pit stop on the 54 car. Looks like he's finished up that pit stop, coming back out on track in the 54. 21, Lucas Senforner, our race leader, on pit lane. So the 21 making his pit stop there says, hey, that's fine, man. You guys come down pit lane first. I'll do my normal strategy and stretch out this fuel a little bit. So he's making a pit stop here on lap 87. So we give the race lead here to Reese Canaday. So we go back here and take a look at the 80 car, Reese Canaday. .9X behind him is a lap down. Ramiro Silviera is in the second position. Reese Canaday got a pretty good lead here on P2. Lucas Senforner still on pit lane, finishing up that pit stop maybe. Shown in the third position. Reese Canaday in the 80 car, indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane here. Kind of get an idea of what it's like to get on pit lane, man. It is so easy to make a speeding penalty, get a speeding penalty here. You really got to watch that speed here at Martinsville, man. You feel like you are at a snail's pace. I think that's probably going to give the race lead here to Ramiro Silviera in the 15 car. Canaday on pit lane as Silviera takes that lead. Senforner now in the second position. He's running a little bit of lap traffic. You see Tim Lansbury in the 82 up high there, giving him some room. And that's just race savvy right there from the 82. He's been racing ovals for many, many years, and he just gets it. He just gets it. 60 laps to go. You see, we got those caution flags out of the way, and now we got good green flag racing. We had our caution flag on lap 8, and we've been green ever since. Take a look here at Zach Munkasey running in the 11th position as he's now going to give that 15 a lot of room. Let him around. So Zach now 2 laps down in the 29 car. 15 of Ramiro Silviera, the race leader. Senforner is second. 1.7 seconds back. Robillard in third. Madiak is fourth. Archer Vieta running in the 5th position. We'll take a look at 12. John Stanley here running in P8 in that 12 car at 1 lap down. Looks like he is the first car 1 lap down, so he's in the lucky dog position. He's definitely wanting to see these other guys like Jacobs and Hassel stay on the lead lap here. We'll take a look and see where Sean Jacobs is. He's running in the 6th position. 27, Preston Hassel just behind him. And these guys, I think, may be at risk going a lap down here fairly soon. This is 15. Looking out of the front of his machine, I guess they got about half a straightaway or so, maybe 3/4 of a straightaway. Full turn, we'll say a full turn. There you go, about 3/4, maybe 2/3 of a straightaway ahead. But Silviera is starting to run these guys down here, so definitely something to be cognizant of. John Stanley's wanting to maintain that lucky dog position in this 12 car. The 90 of Todd Robillard running in P3 here, trying to weave his way through. He and Lucas Senforner, this is a good battle. This is for position, the 90 and the 21. 21 running in P2, the 90 running in the 3rd position. Again, good battle right there, 90 and the 21. Ford versus Chevy. The 90 car looks like he is really good here compared to the 21 early on in the run. I mean, it'll last a pretty long time, but I think 21 late, if you have a long green flag run, it does look like the 21 has an advantage. But early on, definitely the 90 looks like he's a little faster here, looking out of the front of the 90's machine. Looking at that 90 out to 21. So see how that's a little cat-mouse game right there. 21 realizes the 90's pretty good on that outside line, and oh, he might end up giving him some room right there. He does. So the 21 giving Todd Robillard a little opening, and Todd Robillard takes it. So the 90, Todd Robillard now moves up to P2. Lucas Senforner now back to third. Ramiro Silveira is the leader here in the 15 car, weaving his way through some lap traffic. John Stanley still in that lucky dog position. The Preston Hassel is the last car on the lead lap. He's running in P6. He's trying to weave his way through. Oh, man, a little contact there. 9X and 27. Might have been a little love tap right there on the way through that 27 car. AMD sponsored machine. Running in the 6th spot. Now, running in 7th. Sean Jacobs in the 24 is 6th. So that is 4th position right there. As we're looking ahead out of the 27 car. Out to 24 of Sean Jacobs. Good green flag run right here. We had a little scare there early on. We thought we weren't going to be able to get some good green flag run in, and we've had almost 100 laps of green flag racing. That's exactly what these guys want to see. Ramiro Silveira got a 1.9 second lead on the field. A fair amount of racing here left to go. Tim Lansbury back down pit lane here in the 82. Well, he's on pit lane. Finishing up that pit stop, coming back out on track. Take a look at Tim Lansbury here. That 82 car, Skyline Chili Ford Mustang, back out on track in the 13th position. Silveira is the leader here on lap 108. Got a 2-second lead. I tell you what, Silveira is he is definitely the fastest car on the track. He has opened up a lead more on Robillard. Robillard was about 1.5 seconds down, but now he's extended that lead up to 2 seconds. Take a look at Colin Matiak here running in P4 in that 13 car. New paint scheme for this team. Good looking paint scheme there. And we'll take a look at this, man. He did it up, man. I'll tell you, when I put this in the car set, we got a few things probably got to do there on that hubs. They're yellow, but so honest speed shop, but he's got the tribute to Colin. It's got the tribute to Lauren Stopworth right there for the 41. How about that, man? I mean, let's call a spade in this case, because Colin Matiak is 16 years old and has enough sense right there to paint up a car and pay tribute to Lauren Stopworth. I mean, seriously. That speaks a lot about that young man right there. Really does. So the 13, Colin Matiak here running in the 4th position in a new paint scheme. A little bit of tribute to the 41 of Lauren Stopworth tonight. Mark Vieta running in the 5th position in that 4 car. Really not had the night that I thought he would have there. He is 15.5 seconds down to the race leader here on lap 114. And I just thought Key would be the guy there maybe using some outside line, and it just seemed like maybe the setup here isn't to his liking. He got pretty racy early on, got up to P2, and now running in the 5th position. Good top 5 run here for him. Check on Ed Palumbo here in this 54 car, running in the 9th position. A little contact there earlier. He and Romulo Silvietta got after it a little bit. And 54 here running in 9th in that mellow yellow sponsored machine. Said he wasn't going to run that other paint scheme. It was bad luck. So now he's switched back to the old traditional mellow yellow scheme. It's more of the Kyle Petty one, I believe. Right now running in P9. 1 lap down. Tim Lansbury here trying to get by David Kerr. David Kerr in the 9X machine. The 82 here battling it out. The 82 going to get by is taking over the 12th position. David Kerr, his first race out here in the stock cars, running in the 13th spot in that 9X machine. 21, Lucas Senforner getting through. See Lansbury on fresher tires here, running down the race leader, or the second place car. So the 82, Tim Lansbury, he want to try to unlap himself, get around P2 and set his sights on P1, try to get that lap back. Right now, Tim running in the 12th position, 6 laps down. Sean Jacobs in 24. Running in P6, he and Preston Hassel have been in each other's zip code all night long. 24, Sean Jacobs in 6, just out of the back of his machine is, so get a little shot right there, is the 27 of Preston Hassel. Preston Hassel is the last car on the lead lap, and he wants to stay on that lead lap as Romulo Silvietta just behind him. We'll take a look out of the back of Preston Hassel's machine. You see our race leader right there, Romulo Silvietta in the 15 car. He is wanting through. So very interesting as our race leader rolling up on some lap traffic here, the 27 or some potential lap traffic, 27 and the 24. So he wants to get by these guys and put them a lap down. Oh, little contact up there. Little contact ahead. David Kerr, a little contact for him. I'm not sure what happened. Looks like they got together. Looks like there was a little fisticuffs there as David Kerr got up in the wall. Interesting little deal right there as a 9X. Some contact, I think. Jesus Iglesias may be involved in that. We'll take a look at Jesus. Jesus getting on those brakes pretty hard. He's not had the night I think he wanted, but right now running in 14th. He's sort of kind of surviving here as we've got about 5 cars out of the race. Unfortunately for them, they had some internet connection issues. I'm not sure really what happened. Jim Willis, he was having a pretty good run, and then retired his machine. Too bad for him. I'd like to send him, see what kind of a night he was going to have. Silvietta says, man, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to wait here long before I start putting a little pressure here on the 27 and the 24. Got to get by Reese Kennedy here trying to hang on to this race leader. He's running in the 10th position. Looking out of the front of his machine at our race leader, system of the down sponsor machine right there, the 15, Romulo Silvietta. Here on lap 126. We're starting to wind it down, that's for sure. Jesus Iglesias down the inside line here, giving these guys some room. Reese Kennedy getting by the 2X of Jesus Iglesias. Sean Jacobs in the 27 of Preston Hassel. Running in 6th and 7th. Just behind them is the race leader, Romulo Silvietta. Todd Robillard likes what he sees. He's gotten around Iglesias and he sees Silvietta just ahead, so he can see him. So he might be closing in down to 1.6 seconds between the two of those guys. Take a look at that battle there, P1 and P2. You see it's 1.6 seconds now, down to 1.5. So Robillard is catching Silvietta. Silvietta is not going to wait too long, I don't think, here. He is going to have to start putting a little pressure on that those lap cars that are holding him up a little bit. So he is starting to close in on that 27 car. Here on lap 130, Silvietta would love to get a race win here in the High Octane Racing League Buschwacker Series. Oh, he gets by the 27. That 27 had a little bit of trouble there coming off the turn, and the 15 gets by. So now the 27 one lap down. 15 now sets his sights on that 24 car. He wants to get around him, put a little bit more cushion between him and P2. 1.7 seconds now, so he's opened up that gap there as the 90 of Todd Robillard here having some issues trying to get by the lap car of the 27 of Preston Hassel. So now 1.8 seconds is that gap. Actually, it's 1.8 between he and Lucas Senforner. Senforner in his 21 car, now 1.7. He's running in P3. Take a look at that gap there, 1.9 seconds between the 15 and the 90. That 15 trying to set his sights on a race win here in the Buschwacker Series. How about this, man? We had 2 quick cautions, and then we've been green ever since. Guys have got it figured out here, so good long green flag run. Good testament here. We got 14 guys still in the race. We started out with, looks like I thought we started out with 20, but I guess 19. Somebody I think DQ'd right off the bat. Peixoto, he had some issues. Claudio Bardelli Jr., man, what a tough break there for him. He is always a factor. And see Silvietta here making a pit stop here on lap 135. So that's going to give the race lead, I think, to Todd Robillard here. So Romulo Silvietta making a pit stop here. Late race pit stop. We got a fuel mileage race brewing here. And you know what that means. That means the 21 car might be in play here for snooker in this field. And Todd Robillard here back to the race lead. Jesus Iglesias has a penalty. He's going to have to come back down pit lane. Well, a tough break there for Iglesias. When it rains, it pours, huh? As Iglesias coming down pit lane. So the question is, does Todd Robillard have enough fuel to make it to the end? Iglesias doing a drive-through. I tell you what, I think he got a drive-through earlier, if I'm not mistaken, man. I'm pretty sure that Iglesias had a drive-through earlier tonight. Looks like he would have learned his lesson. As Todd Robillard here in the 90 here on lap 138, can he make it to the end? That's the question. So Robillard, I wonder if he has enough fuel to make it to the end. That is the question. Can the 90 make it? The 21 starting to close in, so this could be a battle for the race win right here. If both of these guys are good to go to the race to the end, then this could be the story. 21 versus 90. And we saw the 90 fast earlier in the run, and then 21 ran him down late in the run. But the other question is, does the 90 have to pit? The 21, we know his standard strategy there is to try to run a few laps longer, stretch that fuel. 10 laps to go, and the 21 and the 90 here battling for a race win. Who has to pit? Who doesn't have to pit? That's the question. So 90 versus 21. Todd Robillard here in the 90 car, this Napa-sponsored machine. 21 of Lucas Senforner starting to close in on him. This is going to be a battle, and these guys are rolling up on lap traffic here. A lot of lap traffic in play. The 9X gets up out of the way. Todd Robillard gets through. 21 slide through as well. 0.3 of a second separate these guys. Look at that. Todd Robillard sliding up the track right there. Senforner right there, sticking a nose underneath him, not able to pull it off. Todd Robillard here now has 3 cars up there in the way. 82 Tim Lansbury way up the track there out of the groove, giving these guys a lot of room. We got some lap traffic in the way. Reese Kennedy up there. 24 Sean Jacobs. He doesn't want to get lapped, that's for sure. He's running in the 5th position. Todd Robillard getting by the 82, Tim Lansbury. This could come down to a last lap pass. 0.3 of a second separate these guys. Now just under 0.3. 21, Luca Senforner starting to close in on this 90 car. Luca pitted a little bit later than the 90, so we know he's on fresher tires. Having a little trouble right there with that 80 car. Oh, Todd Robillard drifts up the track there a little bit. Does get a run off the turn, so he's starting to diamond that corner a little bit, but you saw that back into that car get a little squirrely. 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. This could come down to a last lap pass here between the 90 and the 21. Old guard versus young guard here, huh? 90 and the 21. The 90 wants to get around that 24 car. Oh, the 90 is squirrely. Oh, the 21 going down to the inside line. 21 down on the inside line. Side by side here for the race lead. 21 versus 90. Side by side in the turn. The 90 up on the high side. The 21 down on the inside. The 90 lost the side back into that. And the 21 takes the race lead. Luca Senforner taking the race lead here. Here on lap 148, Todd Robillard back to 2nd. Oh my heavens, man. What a heck of a run that was right there. Across the start-finish line, we got 2 laps to go. Luca Senforner with a little bit of lap traffic in his way. Actually, not technically lap traffic. You got to tail into the lead lap of 24, Sean Jacobs. He does not want to go a lap down. Down the backstretch into turn 3. 21, Luca Senforner. Late race pass on the 90. That Flex Seal sponsored Mustang. Last lap for the 21 car. Getting by the 24. Luca Senforner down the backstretch. There's a little bit of buffer now between he and the 24. Todd Robillard dives in, gets into the 24 car right there. Luca Senforner is going to come off the turn and win this race. How about that? Luca Senforner snookered him. Good job, Luca. Luca Senforner in the Flex Seal sponsored Mustang getting the race win. Congratulations to him. What a heck of a run for the 21 car. Been a little bit for him, and good to see the 21 car in victory lane. So Todd Robillard finishes in 2nd. Artevieta finishes in the 3rd position. Colin Matiak 4th. Sean Jacobs finishing in the 5th position. Preston Hassel 6th. Romulo Silvieto 7th. John Stanley 8th. Ed Palumbo 9th. Reese Kennedy rounding out the top 10. So congratulations to Luca Senforner on a great win there. What a exciting finish. Go back here and look at that pass, man. Take a look at this pass here. Luca Senforner passing Todd Robillard here. This was the race-winning pass. Robillard drifted up the track, and Senforner stepped right through that door right there. So congratulations to Luca Senforner on his race win. Robillard, good run here for him. And what a good clean race right there between the two of those guys. A lot could be learned from those guys in the way that they raced each other right there. Heck of a run there for Luca in the 21 car. Interesting play there, too, with the lap traffic as well. You know, that was interesting how that played out. So congratulations. How about that? Congratulations to Luca Senforner in the 21 car. We'll take a look at the finishing order before we pop all that up there. But, that was a heck of a run there. Long green flag run. That's just what we want to see. We'll take a look at the final standings. Lucas Senforner finishes in P1. Todd Robillard second. Artur Vieta finishes in the third position. Colin Matiak is fourth. Sean Jacobs finishes in the fifth position. Good run for him. Preston Hassel sixth. Ramiro Silveira finishes in the seventh position. John Stanley finishes in eighth. Ed Palumbo finishes in the ninth position. And Reese Kennedy finishes in 10th. In 11th is Zach Muncasey in the 29 car. Tim Lansbury finishes in the 12th position. David Kerr finishes in 13th. Jesus Iglesias 14th. Those guys there that had some trouble here tonight. Jim Willis 15th. Christian Wilson, his first race out, finishes in the 16th position. Givaldo Spindola finishes 17th. Thiago Gomez 18th. And Gilmar Peixoto finishes in the 19th position. So we'll see if we can get Luca up here in the booth with us and have a little chat. Very interesting race there. Great green flag runs there, but it looked like the 21 car was a little faster there really, really late in the run. And we'll see if we can't get Luca up here in the booth with us. It'll take just a second. All right, we got Lucas Senforner joining us up here in the booth in the 21 Flex Seal sponsor Mustang in Victory Lane. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, man, I think if you maybe feel like I did early on, we saw those two quick cautions. Did you feel like this race was just going to be a caution fest? Can you read me?
Hello?
Yeah, I was wondering, with those two quick cautions there, did you have a feeling that this race was just going to be a caution fest tonight?
Honestly, I didn't think so. I thought the third time we're going green. But if it did, another caution came out, I would have pitted for some odd reason.
Well, on your pit strategy there, it looked like you kind of played that similar game that you normally do, is a pit a little bit later than the rest of these guys, and it looked like early on Todd was a little better than you, kind of getting away, and then you reel him back in. Two long green flag runs and you did the same thing. Did you have a feeling you were pretty confident that you were going to reel him back in late in that second green flag run?
Well, I've seen the results of the first one. I had some promising thoughts, but I had no certainty.
And the lap traffic there at the end too definitely seemed like that played a role in the way this turned out. Not that it certainly would have turned out differently, but definitely you had a couple cars there that are kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better explanation, in the way a little bit. But you seem to be able to get through them pretty cleanly. Todd kind of used his stuff up. Did you felt confident you were going to get by on the bottom line there in that last pass?
Honestly, I thought I had such a good exit that I would have got through, but I didn't expect it to take that long.
Well, how was the lap traffic there on those two green flag runs for you guys?
I must say, the lap traffic was pretty good the whole time.
Well, next week you've got a little bit different course headed your way. You've got Riverside, good road course. I know you've been on that in the GT3 series. How do you feel about these stock cars getting around Riverside next week?
Just the way that Riverside kind of handles, I feel like it might actually not be that bad for these cars. And I think that the way that the road is for Riverside, I think it could be pretty good.
Well, a big popular win with the guys. I know they really enjoy racing with you, and you getting out here and doing a lot of different race series, not only with the Cup Series, but the Xfinity, and of course the GT3 Series. And you've really been very impressive for these guys too, giving them a lot of inspiration. You're going to be doing the triple this weekend, or what's the plan? GT3 Series tomorrow, Cup Series tomorrow night. What's on the agenda for you?
I'm thinking that the GT3 series is looking pretty good. I don't know. You know what's the Saturday night race?
Phoenix.
I don't know about that one. I do like the big cookie cutters, the big long tracks. I don't really like the short tracks too much.
As you just won the short track.
No, I never said I was bad at them. I just said I don't like them.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, hey, congratulations, man. Good to see the Flex Seal sponsor number 21 in Victory Lane, and good luck to you tomorrow at Curitiba. You're going to have to get on a jet and fly from Martinsville, Virginia, somehow down to southern Brazil and get your laps in.
Well, I'm pretty fast, as you can see, so maybe I'll drive there.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, Luca. Big popular win with the guys, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Right, that's Luca Senforner joining us up here in the booth, and always a character, man. One of our young gun drivers, 17-year-old driver from Canada, and shows these old guys how to do it here. And they're getting that Flex Seal sponsored Mustang in Victory Lane. And I tell you what, man, you better look for this guy tomorrow in the Ferrari at Curitiba in the GT3 series. Man, this guy can just flat out get in any car. The thing is that he knows how to set up a car. I'm still, after 20 years of sim racing, still trying to figure it out. This guy is actually teaching me a lot of things about setting up cars and what he's doing here, especially in GT3 cars. We get out there and kind of mess around. He's giving some guys pointers and so forth. So he really does a great job, and very popular win. Good to see Luca Senforner back in Victory Lane. Excellent run for him tonight. Well, speaking of that GT3 series, man, we'll be at Curitiba tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's the High Octane Racing League GT3 series. It's race number 4 of the season, and I really think this is going to be a great track. It is a fast track. It's not super technical, and it is one that I think is going to be a very, very fun race. You don't want to miss it. It'll be live here on TurnLeftTV at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And then tomorrow night, that's right, we're going to be at Phoenix International. Race number 4 in the Saturday Night Thunder, High Octane Racing League style. The Cup cars at Phoenix. 200 laps. Race number 4 in that season. And that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right, the Saturday Night Thunder headed your way tomorrow night right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, I want to say thanks so much for coming out, you guys. Really appreciate all the folks coming in and joining in the chat. Jesus Iglesias joining in here. Heather joining in here. Givaldo Linares joining us in here. Todd Robillard coming in. And what a great race it was, man. We had a little questions there at the beginning. Had a few caution flags, but we got that out of our system. Had these long green flag runs, and it really turned out great. But again, thank you so much for coming in. I always appreciate people watching the YouTube videos, and when I started racing here or started doing YouTube videos and broadcasting races, I thought nobody will ever watch this stuff. Maybe just the guys that are in the race, but getting a lot of followers. Cherish each and every one of you. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right there. Give it a little love tap if you'd like to make a donation. You go up to man, I'm kind of sparkly here tonight. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's my COVID vaccine that I got. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Does it make you glow? I don't know. Hey, share my videos with all your friends, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And again, thanks for coming in here to TurnLeftTV. Appreciate it. And you know what that means, boys and girls. We are going to get out of here.